So David arrives in Nob, and he talks to the priest that's there, and he kind of white lies a little bit, and he's like, hey, I'm here on assignment. You guys got any food for me? And he's like, bro, all we got is the holy bread. But David is fueled by God, so he takes that. And then as he's leaving, he's like, hey, you guys got any weapons here or anything? And the priest is like, yeah, we have fucking Goliath's big-ass sword. You want it? David's like, fuck yeah, I want it. So David escapes to Gath, but when he gets there, the king is like, hey, fuck you, and he's like threatening him and shit. So David acts retarded, and then the king of Gath is like, well, what fucking use do I have for another retard around here? And he just fucking lets him leave. So David escapes to the cave of Adullam, or whatever the fuck you say that. And whenever his family hears about this, all 400 of them meet with him in Adullam, and basically he has an army of 400 people. David decides to leave his parents in the safety of the king of Moab, Achish, while he's doing this whole running around, trying not to get killed by Saul thing. So Saul gathers all of his servants, and he's like, Ayo, is anybody gonna fucking help me find this guy? And Doug. I'm gonna call him Doug. Doug is like, I saw him in Nob. He was talking to a fucking priest. Saul gathers all of the priests from Nob and is basically like, why are you guys working against me? And the priest that talked to David is like, dude, it's fucking David. He's like your top guy. How the fuck was I supposed to know all of a sudden you don't like him and working with him is like against you? And so Saul, despite this, orders for all of them to be killed. And then even his servants are like, dude, I can't fucking do that. So he just has Doug do it. In fact, Doug kills everybody in Nob except for one son of the head priest named Abiathar, who goes and tells David what happened. Abiathar also tells David that the Philistines are fucking up a city called Keilah, and David is immediately down to go help. But his, family army is like, dude, we got enough problems going on. So David puts it to the big man upstairs, and he gives him the green light. So David and his family go and fuck up the Philistines and save the city. Well, Saul hears about this and immediately mobilizes the entire Israeli army. And so David asks God two questions. A, is Saul coming? And B, would the people of Keilah give me up if he got here? Both of those were a yes, so him and his army take the fuck off into the wilderness.